the water wheel. It was a wonderful day on the island of Sodor, and Toby was resting in a siding. He was enjoying the peaceful air and the little birds chirping along. This is wonderful, Toby thought to himself. You don't see a day as beautiful as this. I think I could maybe take a nap, too. Toby had just shut his eyes when he then heard a noise. Why do I have to go that far on the mainland? Oh, Percy, what's wrong now? Well, the Fat Controller gave me the job to go to the mainland. And you are telling me this because you are afraid, No. Of course not. Yes, but don't tell anyone. Don't worry, I won't. But why are you afraid, Percy? Well, because I'll have to go past Vickerstown, first of all, and second, well, there'll be a lot of engines I won't know, especially diesels. I'm afraid I see one. Percy, I thought you knew already something quite special. What would that be, huh? The sooner you do it, the sooner it'll be over. Oh, yes, I forgot about that, of course. Well, actually, I have something to argue with that. What would that be? Toby responded. The train is to be pulled next week. Well, if that's the case, then forget about it until someone reminds you about your train. Oh, well, yes, I could do that. Well, thank you, Toby. I'll see you soon. You're welcome, Percy. Now I could go back to rest. One day, Toby was helping Mavis at the Farquhar quarry. His driver then came up to him and told him about the weather. Oh boy, next week isn't gonna be fun. Why is that, driver? Well, apparently it's going to rain a few days in a row, and one day specifically is going to be horrible. Wednesday. Toby was worried. I hope his train isn't on a Wednesday. Sir, when you announced me the job, I didn't recall you telling when it was going to be taken. You will take it Wednesday. Thank you, sir. I will remember. Maybe I should ask Thomas to remind me. Both Sir Topham Hatt and Percy had no idea that a storm was coming, so they couldn't have prevented it. It was unlucky that Toby wasn't told that the train was Wednesday, so he couldn't have told Sir Topham Hatt or Percy about the weather. The train wasn't cancelled. Not anymore. The next week had just started, and Wednesday was approaching, with the people knowing the weather, not excited for the day to come. Meanwhile, Percy had no idea. Later on, Percy was resting until the trucks were completely loaded. Then, Toby came alongside. Hello, Percy. How is it doing right now? I'm doing great, Toby. What about you? Same here. Say, when do you pull that train of yours to the mainland? Oh, well, I'll pull it later, actually. Later? Toby said in shock. But, well, you know the guy, Toby. I'll see you later at the sheds. Good day. Toby was very worried that something would go wrong, so he tried to think of something. When Percy had to collect his train, it had already started to be dark. Ugh, silly rain. Such a shame I have to pull this train while that. Are you scared? No, but I'm worried that the rain will cause me trouble. Unlike you, I don't get scared by whistles. Percy laughed as Bert sulked. While Percy was taking his train, Toby was worrying for him, but at the same time, he was waiting for his driver to come. When the driver did arrive, Toby then said, "Hurry up! We have to save Percy!" The driver went into a cab and Toby got ready to go. "Full steam ahead," he said as he chuffed off. Since Henry is going down the line with a flying kipper, Percy might go to a signal, but he couldn't stop because he will be slippery with all the water. That's why we need to go after him and stop him. As Percy was going along, it wasn't easy in the slightest. His wheels were spinning and he was wobbling around constantly. Since Percy was concentrated on working properly and not doing what's wrong, he didn't think about slipping on the rails if he needed to stop. And that was clear. It was lucky for Percy that Toby could slowly catch on, because a signal was coming ahead. As Percy thought he should slow down a little after, he didn't think that the weight of the goods train would push him on and not make him stop. "Percy!" Toby shouted. "Percy! You need to stop right now!" Brakes slammed, and a big green engine showed up ahead. "Watch it," Henry said as he was slowly chuffing along. "I'm thankful that you're okay, Percy." "And I'm thankful to have you, Toby." Going through the trouble to go through the mainland and tell me that I was doing something wrong. Kinda typical, for you at least. But it was for a good cause, and, well, actually we should both be glad I didn't even reach Groven's Gate. But now I have to go through all this trouble with the water with me. Well, who said I couldn't come? Toby, you know you don't have to do all of this. You don't need to do it. It's not that I need to do it, Percy. It's that I want to do it. That's the difference.